Yes, good afternoon fellow traders, it's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Tuesday the 17th of July 2018. Just got back to Da Nang today about lunchtime. Had a great 6 days in Chiang Mai in northern Thailand. If you ever get a chance to go there, it's worth a visit. Great food, nice people, really tidy town, laid back, and we went to an elephant sanctuary, highlight of the trip. Great place. But we're back in town. I do apologise, there was no videos for the last 6 days, just too hard there, the internet's too sketchy and I was doing things and stuff. But we're back on it. Today I'll just go over all the pairs on both systems. So it's a Mod MACD on the daily charts and the high probability on the daily charts. We'll just have a look at everything quickly. Quick look at the news. That's not the news is here. And we're getting emails. Pretty quiet week actually. I was surprised that there was sort of high impact news out of the US on a Monday, which is unusual. It's probably a leftover from Friday. Really not much happened. A couple of Fed Chair Powell testifies on a couple of days. Not sure what the story is behind that. And employment numbers out of Australia and some Canadian news on Friday. So it's a fairly quiet sort of week anyway. So let's have a look at the charts. We'll start off with the Mod MACD, and as usual, this is my profile that's set up. If I see the header of the chart extended like these ones, that means there's an open trade on it. In like that, indented, there's no trade on it. But we'll run through all the pairs. So USD, Japanese yen, in a buy from back here. I've already closed out half back on the 12th of July. It's going up nicely. I could probably move my stop up. My stop's still below the entry level here. Ideally, I want to keep it sort of below the 25 SMA if I can, but trade's looking pretty good. So we're in a buy there. Great British Pound, Japanese Yen in a buy. I closed half on the 13th of July. So we're in a buy here. Reason I probably closed half. Price got to the 240 LMA, which can prove to be a sticking point. So stop's been moved up to this level here. It's a no lose trade, so it's a good setup. So it's a buy on the pound yen. USD Canadian dollar in a sell back here. Went against me for a little bit and now dropping just below the entry point there. The fast MACD staying below the zero level, so it's still a bit of a high risk trade at this stage. There's no stop in place. I may have a look at that in the next couple of days, putting a stop above these highs here. So here we go. Euro CAD in nothing at the moment. It's just the standard MACD is very flat. The fast MACD is hogging the sort of the zero level, and look at price and the 2 MA is really tight. It possibly get a breakout to the upside here, but I may even still take a trade depending on what happens. But you got to remember, the standard MACD is flat and there's no green QMP filter dot yet. It's just too tight, too messy. Aussie USD in a buy here, going nowhere. I did take a buy there, back here on this one there, and it went against me and I closed out, took a loss there. Didn't take the sell because there wasn't enough information there, not enough criteria made. Now we've got a new buy signal a couple of days ago, so we're in a buy and it's a bit flat, but we're still in it, and it's about break even at the moment. Euro Swiss franc in a buy back here, already closed half. Probably would have been when I got to either the previous high or to the 240 LMA. Now we're sort of stuck at that moving average. Stops just below the entry level, so it's protecting the overall trade. Can't lose unless something drastic happens. New Zealand Japanese yen. This is one I probably should have taken the buy on this one when I had the chance. I didn't take it. I'm not sure why. I've probably discussed the reasons why. I think by the time it confirmed, it had already gone against me the next day, and I didn't like how it sort of bounced off the 25 SMA, and being away in Chiang Mai, probably missed the boat to get in the buy entry there. Now it's going up nicely towards the 240 LMA, so opportunity missed there on the New Zealand Japanese yen. USD Swiss franc in nothing at the moment. I guess it's been going a little bit sideways, this one. It's been pretty hard to trade. Look at the standard MACD, very flat. Price is pretty flat. I really need a breakout one way or the other. It hasn't broken this previous high back here at all. Came close. You probably have a look at a high probability. You'll probably call it as a double top there, but it's a pretty ugly chart with no trades. That's a USD Swiss franc, pound USD in a buy from a couple of days back. Again, another flat. There's just some pairs just going nowhere at the moment. The only pairs that are on the move at the moment, the yen and the New Zealand by looks. So we're in a buy, and look at that, the fast MACD is even holding the zero line, so that could change. We're still in profit, very slightly. Euro's pretty much the same, took the buy back here, the Euro USD, went up a little bit, pulled back, now it's starting to head up slowly. Not exactly setting the world on fire, but we're in a buy there. Euro Aussie, in a buy from back here, I've already closed out half. Now the stop being trailed up, it's above the entry point, just on the 240 LMA there. It's below the 25 SMA, so now prices start to head up again, and the fast MACD still hasn't crossed the zero level yet, so we stay in that trade until either the stop gets taken out or we get a confirmed cross to the downside. Euro yen in a buy here, closed half already, probably when it's either that previous high or the 240 LMA, I can't remember. Previous high, there you go, and close to 240. So it's going up nicely still. Stops down here. I could probably look at moving the stop up a little bit in a no-lose situation at the moment. So that's Euro yen going well. Pound Swiss franc in a buy back here. Went up to the 240 LMA. I did close half and brought my stop up. I think if I get stopped out here, it'll probably be an overall break-even trade, approximately, maybe a very small profit. And you'll see on the high probability of actually taking a sell on this, but at the moment it's a buy on the Mod MACD. CAD Japanese yen in a buy, 13th, which was on Friday. I did close half because price was at the 240 LMA. It's stops being moved up like a lot of these trades, just reducing risk. They're high risk trades because I'm going against the 240 LMA. If I get to 240 LMA and it's close to a previous high, or price looks like it's stalling, it is a good time to close out half the trade and just consider my options. Reduce the risk, so to speak. So that's a CAD Japanese yen. AusCAD in a sell back here. Went down, I have closed half, and now came back up towards the 240, and now it's sort of slowly dropping down. The fast MACD still not down. So it's possibly, if I get stopped out, it'll be an overall break-even trade approximately. Oz Swiss franc in a buy here, back here, price went against me pretty bad straight away. Pulled up towards the 240 LMA. I just didn't get up there high enough, and it wasn't enough sort of pips there. And it's dropped pretty quickly again, but it looks like it's starting to recover again. So it's a bit of a high risk trade at the moment because we've got no stops in place. But it's not exactly a fast mover or a pair, as you can see. So we'll just see how it pans out. Aussie Japanese yen in a buy back here. Went against me initially, went up. Then this morning I closed half. It was getting close to that 240 LMA. And it just looked like it was rolling over these small candles. So I closed half, put my stop up to this level here. So it's probably an overall break even if I get stopped out. So that's Aussie yen. Swiss franc, Japanese yen in a buy, same deal. I took it back here, it went against me, slowly went up. Looking at these couple of candles here, then had a poke up today, so I decided to close half this morning and move my stop up just to protect my position a bit and give it a chance to run. Euro NZ, Euro New Zealand in a buy back here. Stop, I've already closed half. It's a bit late on entry, as you can read my notes there. You can just pause the video or slow it down and have a look at it. My stops here at the moment are well above the entry level, and as you can see, the fast MACD is heading down towards the zero slowly, and as the standard MACD rolls over too. So I could just probably move my stop up a little bit closer. CAD Swiss franc in a buy here. Another one this morning I closed with these couple of little candles. I decided to close half and just bring my stop right up. It's not a pair, it's going to set the world on fire at times, and it looks like it's sort of stalling a bit. Just wanted to reduce the risk today, so closed half, put myself in a no lose position. New Zealand USD in a sell back here. I've already closed half. Not sure where I closed it at a previous low, so I probably didn't take too much off the table there. It's dropped again, headed up, it dropped again. It looks like it wants to head up. Look at the fast MACDs getting close to zero level. Standard MACDs turning up. We'll just see how it goes. Our stop's just below the entry level. Can't lose anything. I could probably bring my stop down above these highs here, but probably won't achieve much. Pound Aussie in nothing. Another sideways one. Look at those. Look at the standard MACD going flat. Prices going flat. MAs are pretty tight. Just nothing doing there. Pound CAD in a sell back here. Thought it might break down nicely. Since had a green QMP, but the fast MACD hasn't gone through the zero level. It's just hugging that level at the moment. Standard MACD's flat again. All this uncertainty around Brexit and all that. So we're just on the wrong side of the entry level at the moment. Pound New Zealand in a buy back here, similar to the Euro NZ. I've already closed half, and now price is starting to fall down again. You can see the fast MACD's heading towards the zero level. Losing momentum on the histogram here, and the standard MACD starting to turn over. So I could move the stop up, but it's really not going to be worth it at this stage. Just give it a couple of days. New Zealand Canadian dollar in a sell back here, already closed half. Price retreated and came back down again. As you can see, similar to the other NZ pairs, start to head towards the zero level, and the standard MACD's turning. It's just the opposite to the GP NZ and the Euro NZ. That's the NZ CAD, so can't lose. Stops inside the entry level. And Aussie New Zealand, very similar to the other NZ pairs. Took the buy, closed half, pulled back, went up. You could probably say there's going to be like a triple sort of top there, or a double top. You could even certainly a resistance level. And price is starting to head back down again, and you can look at the other indicators. So that's it for the high probability. Most trades are going actually pretty well. We didn't start off too well on this sequence, but it seems to be going fine at the moment. So let's switch over to the profiles. High probability daily. Yeah, it was good, Chiang Mai. It was the traffic was a lot less noisier. They don't use their horns like they do in Vietnam. There's no construction. Very tidy city too. It's a population of 130,000, I think, so it's a bit smaller than Da Nang. All right, we're on the high probability charts. These are all daily charts, so we'll run through the pairs here. USD, Japanese yen, nothing happening here. I've just started to mark a couple of trend lines, just showing where possible divergence is setting up. Bearish divergence, nothing happening yet because nothing's been confirmed. There's no QMP red dot. No MACD platinum red dot, but I like to draw the lines, like I say, just to give me a heads up. Euro pound, this thing has been a terrible thing to trade. Have a look at this for the last few months. It's just stuck in a range, and we're stuck in sort of another one at the moment, more of a slight upward one, I guess. Yeah, it's nothing to get excited about in the Euro pound. Possibly if we've got a red QMP dot, you could consider that bearish divergence, but geez, I'd be reluctant. It's not. It really needs to get back and find some movement. Pound yen, heading up at the moment. It's sitting at the 240 LMA. You can see the MAs, they're starting to flatten out. Again, there's sort of divergence drawn, but not much happening. It's hard to get excited about it. But if I did get a sell signal, a confirmed sell signal, I'd be happy to take it. I can't see it happening anytime soon. Price might even pop up a little bit. You might get a double top across here or something like that. Wait and see. New Zealand Swiss franc. I didn't take the buy, and I still don't know why I didn't take that. There must have been a reason. I think it was because there was no divergence, and the MAs were heading down. But there's a good support level there, and it seems to be, I know it burst through a little bit, but it didn't take long to go straight back up and come and retest it before heading up again. So, but nothing doing on the New Zealand Swiss franc. USD Canadian dollar in a buy here with the hidden bullish divergence. I still like the setup, it's just not going the right way. I've drawn this trend line across here, so the buy signal is still valid. You can see the MACD still below the zero level, so possibly price will come down here and maybe get to these lows again and just head back up again, and possibly you could possibly take another entry on the buy side if you wanted to, but we'll just see how it goes. Euro CAD in a sell. This one's a little bit ugly. There was the original sell, got stopped out, took a second one. This is a re-entry, and it's going sideways. Even look at the MACD starting to go along the zero level now. This is one I may just pull the plug on and just exit. I'll just give it a day or so and see what happens here. But yeah, it's not looking that good. Aussie USD. This is one of my new trades this morning. I'm in a buy back here. I already closed half. It wasn't much of a trade to the upside because it came towards the reason I closed half. You can see it here. Price at the MAs. It's against the trend, so it's a high risk trade. Price against MAs. Bearish JAGfx RD, which is the little orange lines here, and MACD was through the zero level. So there's three signs saying it's probably not a good idea still to be in a full buy. So half was closed. Stop was moved up to here. Price came down, close to my stop, now gone up. But today I've got a sell signal today. It's going down slowly. So I'm in a half a buy and a full sell. Now the sell signal is not the most exciting signal on the planet. Price has come up to the MAs and bounced down, but my concern is it has to really break this low here. MACD is not a long way above the zero level. That's no big deal. So I've sort of got a partial hedge there. Not the ideal setup, but not too bad. So that's Aussie USD. Euro Swiss. Nothing happening at the moment. The grey vertical lines mean a potential sell happening because there's a red MACD dot here above the zero level, and I've drawn my potential bearish divergence lines in, trend lines in, but no QMP as yet. So just watching that one as the emails come in. New Zealand Japanese yen. I didn't take the buy here, probably similar to the other one. There was no divergence of note. It would have been against a higher risk trade against a trend. As you can see, it probably would have been a great one to take because it's shot up nicely. But now I'll be looking for one to roll over and come to the downside. But nothing at the moment. USD Swiss franc. I mentioned this in the mod MACD. A good support level, resistance level. Sorry, triple top. You could probably say we're going to get a red dot on the QMP and a red dot on the MACD platinum. Even though the MACD platinum's not the great spot, I'd be tempted to take that sell just based on that triple top. That's a good. My only concern would be prices close to the MAs, but I'll probably be ignoring that because that's a strong resistance level. And as you can see, price had a few goes at it. But, we'll just wait, give it a day and see how we go. Nothing at the moment though. Pound USD, going nowhere, fast. Nothing to get excited about. Nothing happening there at all. Euro USD. Still this base is holding. I'm not in any trade at the moment. I've made a note of double bottom on price. I think I was in a buy previously, I think, and I was stopped out, which is a bit of a shame, but the MACD is above the zero levels, so it is possible that the price will head up and eventually we'll get a signal to sell, but nothing at the moment. Euro AUD in a buy from back here. This is a re-entry. That's my original one. This is a re-entry going up nicely. I've already closed out half. You can pause the video and read all my notes there. Stop for the buy is at this level down here. Then got a sell signal here. It's bearish divergence. You can see it. You can made note of it on the charts here. Broke the trend line, but price went up to the trend line, came back down, passed through my entry. Now it's come back up again. So still got I guess I've got a partial hedge on there. I've got half a buy and a full sell. Got stops in place both sides. MACD still heading down, so a little bit ugly on a sell, but doing pretty well on the buy. Euro yen, alright, I'll probably get rid of this line. I thought it might have been a resistance level, but it's broken through that. So nothing else happening there, and not in any trades at the moment. Yeah, looking probably for a sell here somewhere, but nothing at the moment. Pound Swiss franc, this is a new trade I took today, sell trade. And there was a question in the Facebook group, and so Monday we got the buy signal, and Tuesday, well, not the buy signal, but a green QMP filtered dot, and today, Tuesday, we get a red QMP filtered dot. The MACD is above the zero levels, so that's a sell signal. You can look at the three MAs, they're all very tight, very flat. So prices come up to the 240, which is the grey one, and falling away from it. So it's acted as a resistance level, the 240 LMA. Also, we have this sort of highs across here, tops. So you can consider that a double top or a triple top, even if you wanted to. It's certainly a resistance level in price, which I've made a note there. So you've got a confluence where you've got two things happening at the same time, the 240 LMA and a double top or triple top. And here we've got a higher MACD, which is a hidden bearish divergence because your price didn't get any higher. Your price is basically level, and a higher MACD, so hidden bearish divergence. So we've got a lot happening here. MAs are tight, so happy to take this trade. I've got a stop in place, so that's a sell trade. Look, I'm a few pips to the good at the moment, about 40 pips or 22 pips or so slowly, but that's the reasons why. So it's a lot of things happening there, and it's a valid sell signal, so we'll take it. CAD Japanese yen in a buy back here. It's got up nicely, got to 240. I've already closed half, stops above the point of entry now. Now I'll probably move the stop up a little bit tighter. We've got a red dot on the MACD Platinum now, and I've started to draw my bearish divergence lines in. So I might drop down a 4-hour chart and see if I can bring my stop up to a fractal on the 4-hour, just tighten it up a bit. That's in a good position, that one. AusCAD in a buy back here. It's gone against me, and it's just meandering now. Got a stop in place. Didn't come that close to stop. Still a valid buy signal. Still a green dot here. Still below the zero level. Got a green dot there. Not exactly setting the world on fire. We're a few pips to on the wrong side, but still okay. Swiss franc. No trades at the moment. Start to draw my possible bearish trend lines in as prices headed up to the 240 LMA and fallen away. And you can see my red lines here, still no dots anywhere. And if you zoom out a bit, and zoom out again, you can have a look. It's fairly significant sort of level, this blue trend line here. Look at this, touch, 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 close, touch, 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 then it's gone through, back up, touch, 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 touch. Big level. So it's just something to be aware of. You know, sometimes you spot these levels, but now we're looking for a sell though. It's be a good sell signal if I got one tomorrow, but nothing at the moment. Japanese yen, the buy from back here. Price has gone up. I think I've already closed out half. Yep. Stops above the entry level. MACD still hasn't given us a red dot yet, and prices at 240 LMA, so it's protected, can't lose, so it's all right. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, again, not much happening here. Just drawing a couple of trend lines just to give me an idea. Look what's happening, but all very quiet and just grinding up slowly. MAs are starting to tighten up, not pretty. Euro New Zealand, took a buy back here and it's gone up nicely. I've closed out half. You can see I should have taken a sell. I don't know why I didn't take it. it got close to this support resistance level up the top here, red dot there. Yeah, I should have taken it on that grey line. I should have taken the sell there. I could probably still take it actually and put a stop above the high. I might have a look tomorrow. It looks pretty good. But the buy, we're still in the buy. There's a stop there. I might look at, see there's a stop for that buy. I might look at taking that sell tomorrow. We're probably at the same levels I would have at the original trade anyway. MACD's heading down, so it looks pretty good. CAD Swissy in a buy back here, going up. Red QMP, probably closed half, stops been moved up, protect my trade. Now, as I said, we've already got a red dot in the MACD. If there's a red dot in the QMP, there'll be enough divergence there to take the sell trade. But at the moment, just in the buy. New Zealand USD in a buy back here, went up, came back, now going up. Strength on the New Zealand, my only concern is we're now through the zero level on the MACD Platinum. So I'll see what happens with the JAGfx RD, and if price gets close to this, the MAs, and I might start closing out half and bring my stop up. But it's starting to look all right now. Took a while, but got there. Pound Aussie in a sell here. Like a lot of these pound pairs, just going sideways at the moment. I did get bullish JAGfx RD, but price, the MACD is still way above the zero level, so I just left it. I didn't take any action. In hindsight, I probably should have, but I'm still going to let this slide a bit. I've got a stop in place. It's not that far above the entry level, so it's not too bad at the moment. We'll just let it see how it goes. A few more pairs to go. I'll get this wrapped up in the USD Singapore dollar. This is a re-entry. Probably it started to go well for me, and again I got bullish JAGfx RD, then price bounced up, then it went through the zero level in the MACD. Probably should have got out, and there was a buy signal here on this green dot, and the MACD Platinum had a blue dot. I didn't take that because the price is never came close enough back to the MAs. So to me, that's just a bit of sign of a weakness. Hence, I didn't exit my sell trade. I've had a feeling this would just roll over back, and now we're just above the entry point now. So I'll just keep an eye on the next few days and see how it goes. But it's not setting the world on fire, but it's not losing me a great deal either. Pound CAD, buy trade a few days back last week. It's a bit ugly, this one. There was bullish divergence, as you can see, marking the chart. Not ideal, but technically it is. It doesn't look like a low on the front of the MACD Platinum. It is though. That's the low on that red dot. The blue dot. And yeah, there it is there. So we're in a buy. We're down a few pips, but like a few of the pound pairs going sideways at the moment. Pound New Zealand in a sell here, went against me initially, now coming to the good. MACD still heading down, which is a good sign. Stop in place. Yeah, so we just wait and see how it goes. You can see the bearish divergence there. New Zealand CAD, another one at buy, went against me like the other New Zealand USD. Now it's above my entry level, and MACD is still below the zero level, so hopefully that'll head up towards the MAs, and I'll take some further action. But we're in a buy there, looking all right. And finally, Oz New Zealand. This is one that took a while also. All these New Zealand pairs. Took the sell in here somewhere. In there. Went against me pretty bad actually. Didn't get close to my stop. Now it's rolled over nicely to the downside. Broke that trend line through there, and we're below the entry point. MACD still heading out and above the zero level. So that's a fair indication what's happening, guys. So it's not really quite, as I said, quite weak on the news. Sorry about the last 6 days. I just haven't been at my most attentive best, I guess you could say. I did have pretty sketchy Wi-Fi in Chiang Mai. I couldn't have done a video if I wanted to. But at least it was pretty quiet, the trading side of things, and we got through most of them. And we're back on track. As of tomorrow, we'll be back to full daily videos, etc., and more screenshots, more information, etc. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and if you haven't already subscribed, feel free to subscribe and like the video and share it with friends, etc. Cheers, guys.